Hello, 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 hello.
Peace and grace, peace and grace.
We outside.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. The Lord is good.
Um, this is another one of my interviews. I got my brother Vaughn. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Okay. So I go by Von Yahollow because I'm gonna make Yahollow his name. Um, Let the rest be revealed.
Let's get into it. So we talking about being a baby in Christ. My this is it's a journey.
Yes, it is.
Especially coming when you want to be a Christian. Uh, we try not to say Christianity. We try saying Christian. That's how I like to keep it like that.
Yes, yes.
So
Christian disciple.
my first question is, how long have you been a Christian, a believer, a follower of Jesus?
So I grew up in the church like most people, you know, because parents bring you to church and sort of things like that. So I would say officially for about 5 years once I consciously gave my life to Christ. Not because my mom or you know any other influences, because the life I've had and the encounters I've dealt with. So I would say officially for 5 years, I've been walking with Christ, fully persuaded.
Okay, you don't have to get personal, but um, I mean, it's up to you how much you want to share.
Okay.
What made you want to come to Christ? And before you get into that, because my question with when I say that, most people I talk to or I know, they had a family background when they was a child and
Hmm.
they followed Christ, but somewhere in them teenage years or when they got to adult, it was like they started going a different path
Hmm.
and away from the church or whatnot. So when did you? What made you come back to Christ?
Well, what brought me back to Christ when the devil showed his hand. I went through spiritual warfare for about a year straight, getting attacked daily, nightly. Um, Physical attacks,
Yeah,
like getting hit, slapped in the head, um, dreams, fighting demons constantly, um, and that brought me to a place of what is it, insomnia.
yeah,
So I was scared to go to sleep, thinking I'm gonna get attacked and whatnot. And that's what did it for me, is him revealing himself fully. When I made a conscious decision, okay, God, I'm gonna try it your way. And when I sincerely made that prayer, well, shortly after that, I started experiencing these attacks. And for me, I'm like, okay, I know this is real. Always, like most, what I'm saying? They grew up in the church and, they heard about God, but it's one thing to, to experience the Spirit and to know about it. And what did it for me was experience, a real conviction. It wasn't just, because like I said, 'cause my mother's an apostle. So like I said, always known about God, always, heard these things, but I've never experienced, only a spectator, just I see, but I don't. There's got to be a higher power type thing,
yeah.
but I never experienced Christ. And when I went through that warfare, the only name that worked was Christ. Um,
Amen.
the encounters, the dreams I've had of God revealing Himself in dreams, helping me fight demons, things like that. And what really did it for me is to go and conclude with that. Right, was one night I put the word on because I was scared to go to sleep, and as I'm dozing back off, Maddie Knowledge, she's a prophetess. Uh, she was speaking on, as I'm dozing off, she was like, yeah, you getting kicked in your head, you getting held down, sleep paralysis, you getting, you know, slapped around while you sleeping at night. And that woke me up. I said, oh, that's me. I
Yeah,
said, I'm going through that right now.
yeah.
And from there, I tapped in. I locked in. I locked in.
Um, how has the process been of following Jesus. Nothing. And he says there will be struggle. So was it like a struggle? I know for me, um, there's days I struggle because so many distractions in life and culture, and you do Christian rap and where we come from.
Yes.
It's the distractions for a man, a black man, a man in general. It's like at an altar. You can't escape them.
Yeah.
There's no escape from distractions. So, how's the process been of
Well,
following Jesus?
the process right now is beautiful because the understanding I've came into. Once again, being born again, you're learning how to use your spiritual eyes and ears. You know what I'm saying? Senses that you have never used. You're learning how to crawl, walk, and you start off with milk before you start eating meat. You know what I'm saying? So out of ignorance in the beginning, the process was hard because of what I knew about God. I had strongholds. I had wrong ideologies. Wind blowing, y'all pardon us. The camera's about to fall. Anyway, I had wrong ideologies about Christ. So I expected him to move in certain ways, and when he didn't, I was frustrated. For me, it was all pointless. But at the same time, I'm like, I know you real, like the things I'm experiencing, but I still didn't understand his ways and his sovereignty. I didn't understand how systematic God is and how the spiritual laws and things work. So in the beginning, it was horrible, man. I believe, but I didn't trust his timing.
Yeah.
Um, I understand what don't kill you makes you stronger in a sense, you know what I'm saying? But I just didn't understand, like if you God, like what you waiting for? Like what you like you can do this right now. I know you can do it, and not understanding his ways, it was very frustrating. But now where I'm at now, it's I understand the process. It's beautiful. It's the journey, not the destination. Um, then it was the destination and not the journey. And it's the journey that builds you. It's the in between the destination and your start point. So that's where I'm at now. The process is beautiful. I embrace it. Um, but that comes with my understanding of who God is now. That helps me have patience and understand and trust in His timing. But yeah, it was rough in the beginning. It was definitely rough. Like looking for another way out. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm
Yeah.
like, I found myself, in other things in the beginning, just spiritual things in general. But I found a way, so
Well, since you do music, how has it changed? Did you changed your music? Did you have to change your music from the way you used to? Because I remember Glitch Gang. They,
yeah, I had to change a lot, but also,
but you was always
my
very lyrical.
yeah,
You
so my
always,
music was always
yeah.
had an essence of spirit in it. In the beginning of my process, I actually gave music up.
Mm,
I said,
yeah.
God, I give up everything, cut my hair, change everything about me.
Yeah, I
I
remember.
cut everything. I wanted a fresh start, and said, God, I won't do music if you're not, if you're not in it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And about a year later, I woke up one day hearing beats in my head. So I've always heard music in my head. You know what I'm saying? A rhythm, something I can bop to. I hear music in colors. Um, so I always had that, in me. And I was gone for a minute. And one day I woke up and the music was back. And I didn't have to really switch up much besides don't talk about something bigger than me. That's what it was. I would say the transition from where I used to rap was about me to more or less something bigger than me. Um, and
Amen.
then nobody got more verses than God. Nobody got more, what I'm saying, more flows than God. So he gave me a way to use the Bible
Right.
to deliver the Bible in my music.